Hi guys, this is the streamer Carlos. On tonight's video, I'm gonna give you my review of episode 7 the of Kim Possible season 1. Oh my haggis! Oh my golfing haggis! Oh my golfing haggis! And double dork. So here we go, guys. This is actually one of my top five, favorite episodes of season 1 of Kim Possible, because for the first time, for the first time out of 2 times, we see Kim and Ron get a little bit of uncomfortable and have a little bit of a competition. Well, not well, work with another or work with others in the same field in saving the world. In this case, it is GGA, or Global Justice. Now, Global Justice, I would call it Disney's version of Disney's version, or Disney's version / Disney Channel's version of a top secret group of the CIA. And in this case, the villain, the main dude, the main bad apple in this episode, is one of Kim Possible's arch. He's not at the same level. He's not at the same level of arch enemy or arch nemesis as Dr. Draken and Chico, but he comes close. And of course, I'm talking about the bad apple golfer from the great country of Braveheart, Scotland, Duff Gilligan. Now, Duff Gilligan is, like I said in my intro, or in the name of this episode, my interpretation of the name of episode 7 of season 1 of Kim Possible, he's a golfer. He's an evil golfer. And yes, he wears a kilt, and he has a mean, awesome, thick, and very awesome, evil Scottish accent. Now, Duff Gilligan's goal is to basically take over the world, just like Dr. Draken, but also do evil stuff with golf. Now, regarding this episode, you might ask me, guys, what does GJ have to do with Duff Gilligan? Global Justice intercepted orb, or actually they intercepted a lost scientist that was kidnapped by Duff Gilligan. Of course, Wade and Kim and Ron already knew this. Kim and Ron already knew that already knew this of the that this scientist was missing, disappeared, was had disappeared, and of course they knew what type of field this scientist came from. Well, this scientist is a paton is a is a is a botanic botanic bot- botanic 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 scientist, which means botanic means plant 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 / grow science. And what does it? And guys, what does it? What does what grows? Well, grass. Apparently, this scientist made a concoction, a grass a grass growing concoction, water based growing concoction that Duff wants to wants 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 for his ultimate golf course. And to do that, he has to kidnap the scientist. Which, guys, I can't remember the scientist's name, but please check me on that, or you can check me on that. Check me on that. But anyway. Kim and Ron have to work with global justice. That's great. That's great because of course Kim and Ron welcome the help. But the only problem with working with global justice is that one of their specialized agents is and I mean this and I mean this with great emphasis, way too cocky, and that cockiness, that arrogant, that double O 007 type of cockiness rubs Kim the wrong way. Plus, to make matters worse for Kim, Bonnie and Kim have agreed that whoever sells the most chocolate, because yes, there's a fundraising sale for Middleton, but to be more specific, a fundraising effort to get new uniforms for the cheerleading squad. So Kim and Bonnie had made a deal. Whoever sold the most chocolate by the end of the week was going to be the decider and picker of the new cheerleading uniforms. So dealing with the competition with Bonnie and dealing with this double dork who's cocky who's cocky Well, let's see. Who's who's cocky as the Joker? The Joker from Batman. Um. So anyway, so but this this special agent from Global Justice has presumes his technology from from Global Justice. From Global Justice. It's like his own private big jet. And of course his gadgets that he presumes more useful, that he flaunts, or that he waves with a big giant flag of look at me, Kim, I'm better than you. And with one of these gadgets, he paralyzes for a few seconds poor Ron and Rufus. So with that being said, this double dork and Kim and Ron have to work together to stop Duff Gilligan. And they do with a little bit of bickering, with a little bit of funny bickering. Then when Kim and Double Dork with Ron and Rufus find out that Duff Gilligan has been growing his grass for his global golf court to start off in Tokyo. Kim and Double Dork or to be more specific, Kim uses the scientist's growing water concoction to her advantage on Duff Gilligan, and so she pours a little bit of this growing water substance concoction, and she pours it on. She pours a little bit on Duff Gilligan's nose, and then Kim grabs a white dandelion, a white circle dandelion. Sorry, a white circle dandelion, and she basically blows the little little dandelion hairs onto Duff Gilligan's nose, and poof, Duff Gilligan is a beautiful golfing haggis flower. Haggis, dandelion, pod, or circle pod. And then by this time, Double Dork from global justice is basically says thank you to tells Kim and Ron thank you for helping him catch or find the scientist and stop the killing after all this time. Meanwhile, 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 on the Bonnie front, Bonnie won. Bonnie won her bet with Kim, but luckily for Kim and funny for us, she found being the new captain at least for this episode was going to be harder. Is hard. So with Bonnie struggling, With that being said, let me know. So with that being said, guys, hit that like button and put a like, and let me know what part of this episode 7 of Kim Possible season 1 did you like, and if you were to work with if you were Kim with your own Ron, and if you were to work with a secret agent group, who would you like it to be? It could be made up like the global justice. Who would it be? So with that being said, guys, thanks for watching, and bye. Peace.